Hi everyone, welcome to Sage's Garage. Now that everything is cleaned up and painted, it's pretty much all ready to go together, which is super exciting. So that is our plan for today. We are gonna start with putting the cam in, and then we can put the head on. Now, obviously there's many steps that are gonna go into doing that, but let's just get right into it. I'm excited for it to be put all together, and will be one big step closer to me driving it. A couple videos ago, a few of you had mentioned that we didn't measure the end float of the crankshaft, but actually we did, and I wanted to get some new thrust washers. I will explain why, so I didn't mention anything in that video. Basically, we measured it and it was roughly 8 thou. Now, our goal is we want it to be between like no less than 4 thou, and then ideally no more than 5 or 6 thou. What's really interesting is I do have my Haynes manual, and in it, it says the spec for it is between 6 thou and 14 thou, but we read a bunch of stuff online, and we know that, first of all, this is a big issue with these engines, and it's something that fails often, is the thrust washers. So we wanted to make sure we really got it right, and a lot of people online were saying that the book was wrong and it was too high of a spec. So I went ahead and purchased 5 thou oversized thrust washers, and what we're going to do right now is we are going to take out one of the thrust washers, we're going to put one of these in, then we're going to measure it again. Ideally that's perfect, but if we have to thin one out a little bit to get a bit more wiggle room, we'll do that. So anyways, now we're gonna go ahead, take one thrust washer out and pop this one in. I'm gonna start off by just removing the rear bearing, and we wanna do that because that is the one that is gonna wear first if anything wears in here, so we might as well put the thicker one there so we have a bit more time. So I'm just gonna be super gentle and careful not to scratch anything, and I'm just going to, everything is nice and oily, which is great, but makes it slippery. Oh, amazing, okay. Oh my gosh. Boom. Took us a minute, but we got it out. Okay, so in comparison, I'll show you. This is the one that is 5 thou over. Now, we're not 100% sure if it's 5 thou over for the pair of them or each one is 5 thou over. So we're gonna measure them and find that out. But I'll show, I just want to show like the thickness comparison.
Probably won't be able to see it.
Oh,
maybe.
Wow, okay. So they're a lot more similar than I thought. This is one that was just in the car. You can like, oh, the car. The car isn't even here. The engine. This one says standard on it, and the other one you saw had 005 there. What we're going to do is we're going to put this one bearing that is 5 thou over in the engine, and then we're going to measure the end play and hope that it is the perfect measurement. There we go. That made a big difference. Boom. They're both in there now. Now we're gonna measure the end play again. All right, we've got it zeroed, and let's hope.
We've got what? 4?
Yeah, I mean 3.5, almost 4. Here, look at it like straight up.
So that's 0, right?
4. That's full 4 now. Is it? 1, 2, 3. You double check because I feel like that was 3. We are putting our end cap back on, and we are torquing it based on the book. It says 65, so we're gonna torque it to that and see if it's all good. We went ahead and torqued the 2 bolts on that end cap to 65 as it said in the book, and next we're moving on to the front sealing block. Now, I don't know about you, but I think this is super funny. We opened up the gasket package, and we're also reading in the book and online, and it says once this is all attached and bolted down, there's like 2 little gaps here. It says to take 2 little wedges of wood and basically hammer them in there, which I think is so funny and weird because I feel like they could have used anything other than wood, but I get because it's like soft. But apparently that's what they did in the factory. That's what the book says. That's what the online manual says, and it came with these like in my little gasket package. So we're gonna see, we're gonna do a bit more research, but it is very funny that we got these 2 little blocks to hammer in here. So we're gonna start by making the wood pieces a little smaller because they didn't even give ones that fit, which is also funny because you'd think if they gave them for this, they would fit. Oh, nice. We're gonna go ahead and put some sealing compound where that front sealing block sits. We do also have some tiny little gaskets for it, so we'll be putting sealing compound, little gaskets, as well as those wood wedges. We've got our little gaskets in there. They're literally just little corner pieces, and now we're putting a bit more of that sealing compound on them. And now we're just gonna pop that block on. Nice. Now another thing that I think is hilarious is these screws. They're basically circles with like a little line. In one of the manuals, it calls them cheese-headed screws. Tell me that's not the craziest thing ever, because why are they calling screws in a manual cheese-headed? The only thing I could think of was like Swiss cheese with holes, but it's not. It's like a wheel of cheese. So now I have two little wheels of cheese screws going in.
We're just making sure that that's flush with that.
Got it. So now that's flush, we're just making sure they're all tight in there. So we're popping a little more joining compound in there, and then we can put our little wood wedges. Nice.
Biggest hammer possible.
Boom. Okay, great. Let's keep going.
Sounds like it's bottom row.
So now that we've made sure that they are snug and they are in there, as you can see, they're still a little long, and we don't want that. So we're just going to shorten them a bit. Ooh. Oh, good thing it's sticky. Okay, nice, yay.
So you still gotta go a bit
A
yet.
little bit, yep.
You want to make it flush with that surface.
Okay.
Looks like I'm pretty good on this side, but this side's got to go a little bit further yet.
Okay.
There.
Awesome. So I got a new rear main seal, and so we had started it by hand, and as you saw, we just lightly tapped it in there. And now it is nice and flush, and we can put this rear seal holder in there. Now we're popping on the rear main seal. We have the new gasket in there, we have the seal in its place, and we are popping it on.
Well, that went like really nice.
Oh, amazing.
So we'll get them all started, and then we're going to put copper washer.
Oh yes, on
The top. It's the top one, which is the bottom one right now.
okay. So there is a through hole on this one, and it has a special copper washer. So we're gonna make sure that we put that in the correct spot. We're gonna also put some thread sealant on that one. So in doing some of our cleanup slash tidy up and looking for some other parts for today, we actually saw that these aren't the right cheese-headed screws, and we found these guys. So I don't know, you tell me if they look more cheese-like or not. I'm not really sure, but we are going to swap them out real quick. So ta-da, and yeah, you can oh yeah, and we thought they were maybe too short, so that explains it. So we're just gonna go ahead and put these correct ones in. Nice. Oh, color's nice. Ta-da! We really quickly popped on the front engine plate, and it's looking great. The color is so good. Now we're going to put in the camshaft, which is super exciting. So we're just putting this lubricant on it so that it will go in smoothly and nothing is banging or hidden in there. But yeah, big step.
just like that.
All right, hooray. Camshaft is in. Next up, we're putting on the camshaft retaining plate. Now, we are using the one that came off of this, and what we're doing is we're actually flipping it around so that there's like ever so slight wear on the one side, but now it's not gonna have any wear on the other side that we're putting it on. So basically it's like we got a brand new one, which is super exciting. Now that all the bolts are in there, or I guess they're screws, huh? Well, I guess there's both. Anyways, now that everything is in there that needs to be in there, we're gonna torque them all to 20. Next up, we worked on the timing chain cover. We put that seal in there, which is great. And also I got a new tensioner, so that is in there and looking good. Okay everyone, that was a crazy productive day. We got so much done. We are going to wrap it up at that for now, and we'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna be working on the timing, and I'm assuming we'll be working on putting the head on. So very exciting. Like, we're actually getting close, okay? Super exciting. And also I wanted to show you guys, there's a new car in the background. This is an actual army vehicle made by Bombardier in Quebec, and it's super cool. So I thought you'd like to take a look. Very fun. But anyways, that is the end of today's video, and I will see you guys. I'll see you tomorrow, but you'll see me next Sunday. Bye.